Slim in there, so Siggy, and Galio, and Galio.
Founder and CEO of POW Collective. When I wanted to start POW Collective, it started as just me helping out a friend, a very talented friend. We went down to Galway to shoot a video for his music. It was a great experience, and from there on, I was told I have a special talent, as they say, with organization of things like such, and I decided that with the help of the team, we're going to go for, sorry, I am very nervous, this is my first time, and I have my parents here as well, so they don't know, this is the first time they're hearing about it. Right, I'm going to talk from my heart because I don't have any speech prepared. From the very start, coming here in Ireland, we've always been focused on the whole educational side of things, getting a degree, going to college. Music is not, it's a career that it's passion. You don't know what's going to happen, you don't know how it's going to end up, just follow your drive. I used to play basketball when I was younger, and I loved basketball. I remember my coach telling me I could have gone pro, but still stuck to the. I thought, oh no, that's not a feasible dream. Go get that medical degree and all that sort of thoughts come into my head. I also tried the modeling aspect of things and the dancing aspect of things. Actually, the very first finance I ever got in this country was through teaching kids how to dance. I was in 6th year at that point in Castleknock Community College, and I was teaching the first years how to dance, and the school actually paid me for that. It was great. I was like, oh gosh, my first income through something I love doing. It was great. That kind of, phased down a bit. I went and left that. After that, recently after meeting Leia and Anita and all of them, we decided to come up with POW Collective. POW Management actually was the first name we thought of, because it's about helping someone get through the whole process of being who they are and their talent, and bringing it to the front, the front line for other people to see. And I'm not going to tell you about the company. We have our co-founder here that will say about the company. I just wanted to say where I came from and how the vision evolved. It started with something so little as enjoying one particular artist and that talent itself, to go into having so many new people that are contributing in so many different ways. Anyway, I'll let them talk about the company, because I'm very nervous at the moment. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the presentation they give, and bear with us.
Thank you, Abby. That was the co-founder. Obviously, there has to be a business strategist, and that is Leia. I would like you to give a warm welcome as well for Leia, please.
We had a really cool PowerPoint presentation prepared for you guys. Yeah, I can perhaps talk about this. As you heard from Abby, it's been very tough for her trying to kind of express her talents and find a way to, in a way, capitalize on the hidden talent that she discovered herself. Through her journey and the experience she's been through, she realized that a lot more young individuals in Ireland who are from the migrant community will be going through the same process, trying to figure out themselves, and at the same time trying to understand what their talents are and nurture their own talents, but in a safe environment. This is what POW Collective is about. And it's quite funny, it's ironic, that POW actually stands for Power of Women. The whole idea behind this is we have a concept of SNS, support, nurture, and showcase talents. It's not just about finding the talent, it's about also supporting the talent, both physically and mentally, both privately and publicly as well. So in a way, we're not just looking for talent, we're looking to nurture and grow talent in the best way possible. The idea behind this concept is what goes around comes back around. We hope that if we nurture and support the right talents within our community, when they grow up, when they start getting bigger, when they start making things happen, they will contribute back into the same circle that has brought them up. If you look at every community in the diaspora, in the United States, in the UK, and now in Ireland, that's the concept. The Music of Black Origin Awards, I'm sure if anyone knows Global Awards in London, that's just happened over the past few days, I think. It's the biggest urban movement in London. Does anyone know mobile in London? Yeah. No? Okay, you should probably Google that. Yeah, you do. Yeah. It's the Music of Black Origin. It's the biggest urban music event in Europe, apart from MTV, so I'm surprised you guys haven't heard about it. That started as a social enterprise. That started like this. A bunch of people in the room coming up with the concepts. Now it's the biggest urban festival in Europe. Actually, I would say, recognized by the Queen of England as well. Maybe that's not a good thing over here, but it shows how big it's gone and the impact it's having within the community. So again, I'll point out the aspect that Power Collective is Power of Women. The idea is to support, nurture, and showcase talent. And perhaps I should introduce myself and why I have the right to stand in front of you to talk about the business and the strategic aspects of Power Collective. I've worked in the music industry for about 10 years. I started just as a blogger, not as a blogger by the word writing back then, and then DJing, and then of course getting to know through writing. I got to know a lot of people in the music industry in Ireland, in Warner Music, Universal Ireland, and Sony. That was in the early 2000s when urban music was really starting to kick in Ireland. So I got a lot of experience working with the A&R departments. Identifying talents, but not only identifying talents, but working on the biggest, I would say the biggest campaigns of the early 2000s. I was lucky to work on the Outcast campaign, Alicia Keys campaign, P. Diddy campaign, Busta Rhymes. If you can name any hit in the early 2000s, I was part of the campaign via the record label and via the street team. So I've been working for many years, and I did this strategically. Because I know we're all very new here in Ireland. I knew at some stage I would want to start my own thing. I would want to do something because I love music. So the only thing I could do at that point in time that I could do for free, that costed nothing, was to join people and gain the experience for free without having to pay for it. So over 10 years, I've collected a serious set of skills in the music industry, including marketing, market development, A&R. So that I would say that kind of gives me the right to stand here before you today and to be a partner with Abby on this really important journey that I think we're going on. In fact, it looks bigger than I think it would look today. I spoke to Abby, when I spoke to Abby this morning, I told her, expect no one. Expect nobody to turn up. This is the music industry, this is how it goes. What we need to focus on is what happens after this and how we hit up the crest after this. But I'm quite happy to see a few faces here today, and as we kind of begin this very long journey. Can you move the slide forward? Okay, so Abby, I think I might have to invite you right here beside me again just to say a few words. Right, is she here? Okay, just to say a few words on how you feel and what you have to say about the Power of Women and the whole movement as a whole before we shift up the slides.
Power of women. It came to me when I was actually dancing to Independent Women by Destiny Child. Really, it's the thing where I've been through this entertainment industry where I've been trying to start something like this, and the minute, let's say someone sees me, automatically they go, like I'm a woman, like, you know that kind of feeling you get when you're talking to someone, I can do this, I can really do this. Like, I'm a nurse, and I've just graduated there from nursing, and trying to juggle both things together, it's empowering. And as a woman in the music industry, in the entertainment industry, modeling-wise, acting, being an athlete as well. And I remember there was a saying actually when I was in school, during PE time, you know, when you're young, all the boys are outside playing soccer, and then you're the only girl that wants to go out and play soccer with the boys, and your coach telling you, but sure, go inside, play badminton with the girls. No, I want to play soccer. But you're the only girl there. No, that's what I want to do, because I want to do it not because I'm a woman or I'm female. I can do it because I can do it. You know. So when the name came to me, I was like, yeah. So when we started our movement, it was actually 4 of us. We were all female, and we thought to ourselves, let's do this. You know, it doesn't involve just women. We have artists, we have male artists, male models. The athlete is male. It doesn't really seclude the male species. I call them species. I know as humans we're species, but the male, they're special.
It's so slow. So that's me. So this was where I was supposed to give a brief history about myself, but I'll do it again. I've been in Ireland since the early 2000s. Like I said, I've worked in music, very fortunately. As well as working in music, I've worked in technology as well. I've worked with Sony Ericsson in marketing, and I've worked with LG Electronics as well in market development and training. And now I'm in my final year of marketing, innovation and technology in DCU. So I've got about 8 years experience working in communications as an analyst and as a market researcher. And now I'm finishing my final year in DCU. But while in DCU, I also set up a social enterprise in my first year in DCU. It's called the House of Akina. And what a social enterprise does is we create accessories, male accessories, bow ties and pocket squares, and we use the profit of the accessories to empower migrant women in Ireland. We work with the direct provision centres, meaning women who haven't been granted a residency to work or to remain in Ireland there. I'm sure you guys have heard of the direct provision centres one way or the other if you know anything about the migrant community. That's where refugees are held until they are allowed to stay in the country. Most of these refugees have nothing to do in there, and they're only given about 1910 a week. They're fed and not really allowed to go anywhere. You can't walk and you can't get education either, so it's a hellhole, most especially for women. I was in there in the early 2000s with my mom and my little sister who was autistic, so I knew what it was like back then, and I promised myself I would attempt to do something with this situation when I get the right experience. So this is how I started the House of Akina, and this is how I met Abby as well, through the House of Akina and through all the work that I do in the social enterprise sector. So I've got 10 years of experience in strategy and market development in music and in social enterprise. This is why Abby feels that I will be the right partner to begin the POW journey with. And as I said, this is a very long journey. Today is only the start. It will only get bigger. The migrant community in Ireland will only get bigger. So, you know, it's good to have something that can not only just support the guys who are trying to break through now, but the ones that are up and coming. This is what this is about, to have that circle of trust where women who are trying to get into the industry wouldn't find it difficult to walk up to Abby and have a chat and see what it could be like. This is literally what this is, supporting people, nurturing them, but making sure that they give something back in return so we can help more people in the future. This is a social enterprise. There is nothing private about this. There is nothing selfish about this. Everything that's done gets reinvested back into the actual power movement to help other people do the same. So I'll move along and getting the time factor here. So if you want to move the slides, you can do the next page.
Thank you very much to Leia and Abby. These are co-founders and the business strategists. Before any further ado, before we introduce models and the athletes and the artists, we'd just like to have, we want to hear the sound working. So, ladies and gentlemen, please bear with us just for a few minutes, please. Please get them on. Now, we'd like to meet the models, the artists in the team. So I would like to first of all introduce the artists. We have Slim, we also have Anita, and we also have Natural B won't be here with us today, but we'll have Slim and Anita, please. Please give them a round of applause. Slim and Anita are the models in POW management at the moment, and they're both differently and distinctive in their own music-wise. So first, I'll ask Slim to introduce to you and tell you what he does in the models.
Also, I say power gave me the voice, you know, to be able to reach out to the world, and give me the opportunity to show my talent and show my creativity as well. And let my music to the world. And also, say, power also gave me the, you know, it's not just a dream. It gave me the opportunity to be among the team that's building up a company or that's building up a platform to be reality. It's all about reality, not just having a dream. Or if you have a dream, it's not going to come out of that dream. It's not.
Hello everyone, I'm one of the POW artists, Anita, and my stage name is Annie, for those who don't know. I've had a long history with music, which my family knows and Abby knows, and it's something that I've been doing just for fun in the background in choirs. But Abby picked me up and she made me realize that I can actually do this as a solo artist and a performer. So this year we started the journey with POW. So all my experience that I have with music, I'm just doing it for fun. I'm now doing it for fun and also to see my own potential that she sees. So I'm really happy to have this opportunity to put my music out there and, like Slim said, to make what's in your head a reality. So far it's been a really great journey. We've been in the studio so many times, we've been making videos, we've been doing lots of things. We've even managed to, do live performances in various clubs and even like events, big events like the Nigerian Carnival this year as well. We've had artists from POW there. So hopefully our dream is to expand and to get our name out there and also just let people in Ireland know that, we have talent and want to reach to everyone, and hopefully everybody likes our music. And yeah.
Anita and Slim. Now, also in POW movement, we also have models. We have 3 ladies and we also have 2 men. We have Crystal Macombo, we have Yasmin Ilieye, we also have William and Shile, and we have Natasha Summerhalton. I'd like you to welcome the models, please.
I just want to thank you all for coming and supporting us, first of all. My name is Crystal Bukombo. I'm from Cameroon, and I study applied language and translation. So basically, what else I do is, my passion is modeling and dance. Like I've been dancing since I can dance since I'm modeling. So basically, I met Abby like, what is she? I met Abby like 3 years ago at the swimming pool at Patrick Center. I don't even know, from a friend of a friend. So we swim and then it's just separate. We went our way and she went on with her life and I went on with my life. So I've been doing modeling, but I've just been so disappointed many times because what I wanted to do, I wanted to be a catalog model, and the people that I came in contact with wanted me to do something else. Then I said no. So this year, Abby contacted me. So I'll just say that how it was like a blessing to me. It's just a huge fun.
Used to be in the hospital, you know, look after your patient. Caring is part of what I do anyway. But from the business side of things, I'm completely brand new to it. I don't know how businesses work. I don't know I can't tell you this is going to be 100%. In the society, and we all have children with sickle cell, and we have first-hand experiences of living and coping with this condition. We may not, all know what sickle cell is all about, but we have flyers. While we're having our tea or lunch break, we'll be able to chat one-on-one because I know there's a program outline here and we really, really want to take your time. But part of the work we do, we have a very vibrant young people's group. As you can see, I'm wearing the t-shirts. It's Sickle Cell Initiative for Youth. And what we do, we link in with all Afro-Caribbean societies across the universities in Ireland. We link in with all young people's group in the community. We try to mobilize, awareness raising for sickle cell in Ireland. And when I was contacted by Debola and Abby especially, it blew my mind, you understand, because this is partly what we're trying to achieve, to get the young people out there being leaders of something that affects them, mostly affect our community. I don't know how many of us that are here, I'm sure if I go around to ask everybody, 80% of us in the room originally come from Nigeria. True or false? On that note, you should know that. On that note, we should know that we suffer the highest in the world. About 40 million Nigerians are directly affected by sickle cell. 150 to 200,000 births of carriers alone each year where you come from. So even if you go around the world, majority of the migrant community are directly affected by, who are directly affected by sickle cell come from where we originally come from. In Ireland here alone, this is not to say sickle cell is an African thing because it knows no boundaries anymore. And that is what our youth project is trying to achieve, to integrate non-Africans and Africans and everybody to create that awareness, because sickle cell, what we found, some of the knowledge coming out of that youth project, is that sickle cell can affect anyone. It can affect your boss in the office. Why? Because maybe his neighbor's child has sickle cell, or maybe a friend of his has sickle cell, or maybe his child's friend in school has sickle cell. Like my daughter has been in hospital for so long. She's been fully ventilated, like, you know what that means, on life support. She's been in ICU 3 times. She's lost all her hair. I wish I, was really ready for this. I would have shown you pictures. But if people come to me personally, I'll show you pictures of, what she's been through and what she's still been through. She's been profoundly myopathic. What do I mean by that? Like, she's lost all her muscle tone
to the point of, she couldn't even move. She suffered various organ failures. But what's happening to me? I'm still here, smiling, raising awareness. One thing we don't know, it's very life-threatening. And, it's so much challenge for people to even explain or describe, how they deal with sickle cell every day. So if we see our young people, we have to create a space of acceptance. And Abby, please come. I want to give you a special thank you on behalf of my board for creating that space of acceptance and awareness for people with sickle cell in Ireland. I heard you talked about it, it's so close to your heart. It's more than close to our heart here, where it's a mutual feeling, And thank you so much, everybody supporting this cause, because you're supporting a great cause, you're supporting a great team, and you're supporting the work that they are doing, and we look forward. Like I said, we have an event every year. We do, and I know that yes, through music, through modeling, through sports, you can become, great. We have our LeBron James. Yeah, LeBron James. I know he loves LeBron James, as a basketballer anyway. I love LeBron James. We have our Afrobeat artists. You might not know them. You have Whiskey. You have your people that come from the Nigerian scene, and they've brought African music to mainstream Europe and America and things like that, everywhere around the globe actually. And we want to start.
Hey, Slimmy there so. And this is not Siggy, Galio.